album of the year just dropped last night. I am talking about Taylor Swift's The Tortured Poets Department and the second album, The Tortured Poets Department, The Anthology. That's 31 songs, over 2 hours of music for Swifties, and lots to decode. From the mastermind to her minions, here are the top 10 Taylor Swift Easter eggs you missed in The Tortured Poets Department. I think we have our first Travis Kelce love song. There is the popular trope of football boyfriend and nerdy extra smart girlfriend that you frequently see in movies like To All the Boys I've Loved Before, Prom Pact, and even Taylor Swift's You Belong With Me music video. Swift is living that in real life now with football star Travis Kelce. The song So High School is talking about all the little things that come with having a crush and how they make you feel young again. The lyrics that make me think this is our first Travis love song are You Know How to Ball, I Know Aristotle, pretty self-explanatory with that one, Are You Gonna Marry, Kiss or End Me, Travis's social media handle is Kill a Trav, and finally, Get My Car Door, Isn't That Sweet? There was a video that went viral of Taylor and Travis getting out of a car and Travis got the door for her and Swifties went wild. The bar is on the floor, I know, but it was cute and now Taylor might be referencing that. Taylor seemed to have sneakily called out Kim Kardashian in the second half of Tortured Poets. If you were around a Wi-Fi connection back in 2014 to 2016, you probably remember the whole Taylor Swift, Kanye, Kim drama. To summarize, Kanye referenced Taylor in a rude way in some of his lyrics. He called Taylor in advance to ask if she was okay with the lyrics but only told her half of them. She agreed to what she heard, but when the song came out, she was surprised to hear lyrics she never approved voice those concerns online. Kim Kardashian, who was married to West at the time, released an edited phone call that made it seem like Taylor was lying and actually agreed to everything, leading to Taylor being cancelled, snake emojis flooding her social media, and Taylor disappearing from the public eye for a year. This is constantly referenced by Taylor to be a low point in her lifetime. But Taylor might be turning over a new leaf here in the song, Thank You Amy. Hidden in the track title are capitalized letters spelling Kim. As promo for the album, Taylor had been leaving capitalized letters throughout song lyrics spelling key words, and likely it was preparing Swifties for this. Thank You Amy works through the frustration Taylor felt about that situation until finally realizing that without the actions of Amy, she wouldn't be at the level of success she is now. Without Kim's phone call causing a flood of snakes, Reputation would have never dropped. Taylor might not have met Joe Alwyn, and albums like Lover, Folklore, Evermore, Midnights, and Poets would not have been released. So yeah, thank you, Amy. The big question, did Joe Alwyn cheat on Taylor Swift? The answer might actually be yes, if we go off the lyrics from track 1 of the album. The song is Fortnite featuring Post Malone. There's a few things to unpack here. Let's start with the big one. Taylor sings, My husband is cheating, I wanna end him. Get straight to the point there. Do we know if this song is about Joe? 100% no, because Taylor doesn't like to confirm who her songs are about, but there are clues. Let's just take a look at the title of the song, Fortnite. It's an English term meaning a period of 14 days. When Swift and Alwyn broke up almost a year ago, about 12 to 14 days after the announcement, Alwyn was featured in an Instagram post by a castmate for a film he was in. Almost instantly, people started to accuse him of cheating. The castmate, Emma, shared a series of photos on Instagram with the caption, Moments in March with a heart and camera. So all that happened about a fortnight after the breakup news dropped, and now the song is lyrics about cheating. It's not looking good. Also in the song, not to do with the possible cheating, Taylor sings about someone tugging on her sweater. The biggest track from Folklore was Cardigan, a song about someone finding something that feels tucked away and forgotten and loving it back to life. On the sci-fi alien-esque track for Down Bad, Taylor references lyrics from past songs written about and even with former boyfriend Joe Alwyn. The song is a banger, what can I say, but looking at those lyrics a little bit closer. What stood out to me on the first listen was the line, Down Bad, wavin' at the ship. On Taylor's album Evermore, there is a song called Willow. Willow has the lyric, I'm like the water when your ship rolled in that night. It's actually the first lyric on the entire album. It's the kicking off point and the first thing you hear on an album that features songs co-written by Taylor and Joe like Champagne Problems. The song Willow, according to Swift, is about intrigue, desire, and the complexity that goes into wanting someone. I think it sounds like casting a spell to make somebody fall in love with you. Now, Down Bad from Poets seems to be about the aftermath of losing that person that you wanted so much. Both songs share similar fantasy vibes. Willow is more on the witchy side and Down Bad is more sci-fi. Additionally, in this song, she possibly references Midnight's track, Bigger Than the Whole Sky. Many people agree that that song is about loss and dealing with the grief of it, telling the muse of the song, goodbye, 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 you are bigger than the whole sky. Down Bad appears to be related to this song, featuring lyrics like, "Staring at the sky, come back and pick me up." Overall, the track is a hit, and I can't wait to hear what everyone else has to say when I'm on Swift Talk later. Remember when Taylor Swift dropped blank space and every line went triple platinum on Tumblr? It was a simpler time. Taylor is taking us back with "I Can Fix Him, No, I Really Can." "I Can Fix Him" is a track that is basically what it says on the tin. Taylor is talking about this guy she sees in a bar that is this classic, mysterious, rough around the edges kind of guy. Is it Matty Healy? We will never know. Point is, the guy is the type that one might be interested in dating but needs some coaching on how to be a better person. The reason I think it might be about Matty Healy is the imagery used, like smoking and people saying that she shouldn't be seeing him. Plus, there is a line about the guy telling revolting and too loud jokes. Healy has gotten in trouble for his onstage persona, known for telling insensitive jokes. A few months ago, Taylor and Matty were rumored to be dating, and Swifties lost their minds as he is a pretty controversial character. That wasn't the first time dating rumors sparked. Back in Taylor's 1989 era, the pair were linked. That's the era for blank space. The pair never confirmed their relationship status, but in the song, Taylor says, "I can make the bad guys good for a weekend," and "I can fix him" reads like an extension of this lyric. Taylor finishes "I Can Fix Him" with a cheeky lyric, "Whoa, maybe I can't." Her and Matty's romance rumors disappeared almost as quickly as they started, and maybe it was because Taylor realized that Healy was too tough of a case file. This is all speculation on my end, of course. Track 6, "But Daddy I Love Him," also may or may not have something to do with Healy. This track is about dating someone people don't approve of, and like we just talked about in the previous point, Healy was someone that Swifties did not approve of. Now Taylor might be talking right to her fanbase about just what she thought of all that criticism, that she didn't care that much. She may reference this in her lyrics: "Stay away from her, the saboteurs protested. Too much, Lord knows the words we never heard, just screeching tires of true love." She also includes lyrics about how she doesn't really care what happens to her life because she is in love and she can do what she wants. She sings, "I'll tell you something right now, I'd rather burn my whole life down than listen to one more second of all this complaining and moaning. I'll tell you something about my good name, it's mine alone to disgrace. I don't cater to all these vipers dressed in empath's clothing." So yeah, Taylor at the time was having a good time and didn't care that the person she was seeing wasn't approved of by her fans. LOML traditionally means love of my life, but to Taylor Swift fans, it's now loss of my life. In this track, there is a fun reference to The Wizard of Oz. And The Wizard of Oz is a film or book that Taylor references throughout albums that have been previously written about ex-boyfriend Joe Alwyn. The LOML lyrics that I am referring to here is, "The coward claimed he was a lion, I'm combing through the braids of lies, I'll never leave, never mind, our field of dreams engulfed in fire." Okay, so Taylor references the cowardly lion, the braids like Dorothy's famous hairstyle in the film, and lastly, the field of dreams might be a reference to the poppy scene in the movie when the field of poppies puts the yellow brick crew to sleep. References to The Wizard of Oz from former albums include Taylor's Karma music video, lyrics from the song Optimistic Voices in the film resembling Taylor's song Out of the Woods, and then during the Reputation era and leading up to the release of Lover, two eras very much centered around her romance with Joe Alwyn, Swift referenced the film in photos posted to her Instagram and in tweets. Track 13, Taylor's lucky number, "I Can Do It With a Broken Heart." This track is all about Taylor having her heart shattered, yet she still needs to get up and do her job. She might be heartbroken on the floor, but she has a job to do and she will fake it till she makes it. News of the breakup between Swift and her ex-boyfriend of 6 years, Joe Alwyn, dropped during the first few shows of the Eras tour. I'm being so serious, I remember where I was when my friend called me with the news. Taylor famously removed the song Invisible String from the setlist and replaced it with The One, and for the weeks following, she could be seen crying on stage. Taylor, using "I Can Do It With a Broken Heart," has now confirmed she was in fact not feeling her greatest at this point in time, even though she was on the tour of her career at the height of her success and glittering every night. She sings, "You know you're good when you can even do it with a broken heart." In the background, you can hear the sounds of, presumably, the Eras tour, someone doing a countdown and little tech-related noises like gearing up for a concert. Taylor finishes the song off with a cheeky, "You know you're good, haha good, 'cause I'm miserable and nobody even knows. Ah, try and come for my job." I saved this one for towards the end because I'm going to get a little bit silly, but we'll start serious. Taylor recently became a billionaire. Good for her. She seems to be referencing her financial status in this track 26, The Prophecy. She sings, "Don't want money, just someone who wants my company." This suggests that though she might be successful financially, she doesn't feel fulfilled as she doesn't have someone who loves her and not her bank account. This is a common problem for big stars, people just using them for personal gain and not for a genuine connection. Okay, the silly. So there is this this theory online that Taylor Swift wrote this massive Harry Potter fanfiction called All the Young Dudes. This fanfiction is like 500,000 words, and it's not about Harry, it's about his dad, James Potter, and the Marauders and their time at Hogwarts. So if you read it, it's like reading the Harry Potter series, but this time it's the prequel. The theory that Taylor wrote it started because the writer is really good and Taylor's a good writer, and people think there are parallels between the fanfiction and Taylor's song lyrics. With the release of The Prophecy, I know Marauders fans are losing it. In the song she sings, "I howl like a wolf at the moon. Remus Lupin was a werewolf. Is this proof? No, but it is funny." So Long London has tugged at the heartstrings of most Swifties, and the lyrics mirror the Midnight's track, You're Losing Me. Both songs explore the heartbreak of a relationship ending. You're Losing Me focusing on the person, and So Long London focusing on the place. In Losing Me, there are lyrics like, "I can't find a pulse, my heart won't start anymore." In So Long London, there's a parallel lyric, "I stopped CPR, it's no use." Then in Losing Me, "My face was gray, but you wouldn't admit that we were sick." And in London, "I'm just getting color back into my face." This song is likely about Joe Alwyn, as he is from London, and previously Taylor wrote the song London Boy for Lover, an album generally agreed to be all about him. I also think the very beginning of the song, when Taylor is doing her choir kind of "So Long London" thing, it sounds like bells. I don't know if it's just me, but it sounds like church bells or wedding bells. Taylor has been very open in her songwriting of the past that she was interested in the idea of marrying Joe Alwyn. The entire song of Paper Rings, "I like shiny things, but I'd marry you with paper rings." Also, in It's Nice to Have a Friend, "Rice on the ground looks like snow, the tradition of throwing rice at weddings." She even references wedding imagery in this song, saying, "I died on the altar waiting for the proof."
Starting off this countdown, we have the scarf. This is probably the most obvious Easter egg. It was featured in both her recent videos. In I Bet You Think About Me, we see Taylor Swift crashing her ex's wedding. In a scene, Taylor gives the bride a gift, and inside is a red scarf. The same red scarf was featured in the All Too Well short film. In All Too Well, we see Sadie Sink wearing a red scarf and taking it off and placing it on a railing. Towards the end of the video, we see an older version of her ex wearing the red scarf that Sadie left at his sister's house. The lyrics even go as so. "I left my scarf there at your sister's house, and you've still got it in your drawer, even now." And apparently this is about Jake Gyllenhaal. The scarf she is referring to is the one that she was seen wearing on her outing with Jake and his sister Maggie. Years later, after their breakup, Jake was seen wearing what appears to be Taylor's scarf. There are tons of other Easter eggs from that short film that has led audience to believe that it is indeed about her relationship with Jake Gyllenhaal. We'll talk about more of these shortly. Coming in at number 9, we have the wedding cake. Some Hawkeye fans have noticed that the cake in I Bet You Think About Me is very symbolic. First off, Taylor has a thing for destroying cakes. She did it in the Blank Space music video and the You Need to Calm Down music video, and again in this one. What you may have missed though is the detail on the cake. The first tier of the cake features the numbers 13 and 26. 13, of course, is Taylor Swift's favorite number. 26 is present because the song is track 26 on Red, Taylor's version. Other fans think that on November 26th, Taylor will be releasing something else or announcing something on that day. So for now, we just need to wait to see if they're right. Continuing on, the middle tier has the design seen on the ring she wore for the cover of the album Red, Taylor's version. It also features the Love ring design. That was the ring that Taylor apparently wore while writing the original Red album. And the bottom tier has a bunch of birds on it. That might be a nod to the shirt on the 1989 album cover, which also has those birds on it. It's just incredible how much detail and thought she put into this video. Coming in our 8th spot, we have Speak Now. In the music video for I Bet You Think About Me, fans pointed out that the storyline feels like the Speak Now music video that we never got. Speak Now includes lyrics that go as so: "I am not the kind of girl who should be rudely barging in on a white veil occasion." While in the music video, Taylor crashes her ex's wedding. Continuing on, she talks about him marrying the wrong girl, and in the music video we see Miles Teller, who plays her ex, second guessing himself. Who else noticed these references? Let me know in the comments below. Coming in at number 7, we have the red gift box. Before the release of the All Too Well and I Bet You Think About Me videos, Taylor posted a reel teasing about it all. One of the things she posted was a pic of a red box with the caption, "It's red season." Well, this red gift box was then seen in both videos. In All Too Well, there's a scene where Sadie is celebrating her 21st birthday. In the back behind her is the very same red gift box. In I Bet You Think About Me, of course, there's that scene where Taylor gives the bride the scarf in the same red gift box. We love the reoccurring themes. It's also fun to look for them in Taylor's videos. Moving on to number 6, we have the kids table. In I Bet You Think About Me, Taylor shows up uninvited to her ex's wedding and decides to sit at the kids table. Well, people have a theory that that whole scene is symbolic. Her sitting at the kids table might allude to the fact that her ex used to treat her like a child. I mean, Taylor dated Jake when he was 29 and she was 20. Maybe that's why he felt this way. Not only that, but in the video she is seen goofing off with the kids. She puts 2 straws in her mouth and acts like a walrus. In another segment, she is drinking a juice box with the flower girls. It's a great scene, and if the internet sleuths are right and that was the meaning behind this scene, then damn, Jake! Wow. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with the red ring. So I already mentioned how the cake in I Bet You Think About Me featured the logo that was seen on her red ring. The one that she's seen wearing on the album cover for Red, Taylor's version. It's not actually a red ring, it just says red. Kinda confusing. Well, the ring itself makes an appearance in I Bet You Think About Me. While Taylor is seated at the kids' table, she teaches the kids how to show their middle finger. On Taylor's middle finger is the red ring. So could this be a huge FU to Scooter Braun, who owns all her masters? Maybe. Coming in at number 4, we have the Symbolic Lighting. So, and I Bet You Think About Me, there's a scene where Taylor dances with her ex, aka the groom. As she does so, the lighting changes to blue. Why? Well, in the song Red, she sings, and I quote, "Losing him was blue like I've never known." And then, when she leaves, the lighting turns gray, because in the same song she sings, "Missing him was dark gray all alone." I find it cool how she's referencing other songs in this music video, and shout out to all the fans who are noticing these references. Moving on to number 3, we have his clothes. Here's another Easter egg that makes a nod to another one of her songs. So in All Too Well, at the beginning of the film, we see Dylan O'Brien wearing a plaid shirt. Towards the end, when Sadie is mourning their relationship, we see her in his plaid shirt. Well, in Last Kiss from Speak Now, Swift sings, and I quote, "But now I'll go sit in the floor wearing your clothes." Again, this is another reference to another song in a song. Pretty trippy. Coming in at number 2, we have the 2 Jakes. Taylor is savage for this one, and I absolutely love it. So in the All Too Well short film, obviously Sadie is meant to be Taylor and Dylan O'Brien is meant to resemble Jake. If you don't think so, then let me just highlight why. First off, Dylan was dressed like Jake with that beanie and his full bushy beard. Not only that, but let's take a look at one of the final scenes. Older Sadie was played by Taylor herself. Well, how about older Dylan? Well, we never really see his face, only the back of him. But if you look at the cast, older Dylan is played by a guy named Jake Lyon. Dude, Taylor literally got a guy named Jake to play Jake. She's my hero now. That's iconic. And in our number 1 spot today, we have the collab with Ed Sheeran. Y'all, Taylor and Ed might be collaborating again, and I don't know about you, but I'm excited. So in Taylor's music video for I Bet You Think About Me, at the end of the video, Taylor takes her 2 fingers and wipes the cake's icing. By doing so, it creates an equal sign in the cake. And what artist do we know that has an equal sign for their album? Ed Sheeran for his Equals album. So fans think that this was Taylor's way of revealing that the 2 will be working together for that album. Not only that, but Blake Lively, who directed the music video, tweeted out a pic of the cake with the equal sign and used some hearts and a playing card Joker emoji. While Ed Sheeran revealed that he is working on a remix for his song The Joker and the Queen with an American artist. It's gotta be Taylor, guys. It has to be! Starting off this countdown, we have Treacherous. Released in 2012, Treacherous is a song featured on her album Red. Now, in the liner notes for this song, if you take all the capital letters, the message reads, "Won't stop till it's over." So, what does this mean? Well, the song is theorized to be about John Mayer. I mean, the song includes words like Gravity, which was a song John Mayer released in 2005. There's also a line in the song about his hands, which is supposedly a reference to John Mayer's other song, Your Body is a Wonderland, a song that they also have sung together a number of times during Taylor's shows when John would be a special guest performer. Rumor has it that Swift and Mayer dated between December of 2009 to February of 2010. Maybe her message, "Won't Stop Till It's Over," is a reference to the singer. Moving on at number 9, we have Holy Ground. This is a song that we don't quite know who Taylor Swift was talking about. So this 2012 song has the hidden message, "When you came to the show in SD." This may be a reference to her show that she played in San Diego on October 20th, 2011. So what celebrity attended that show? Unfortunately, I don't have the answers to that question, but if you have a theory, let me know in the comments below. However, some say that the song is about mending broken bridges with Joe Jonas. But who knows, I want to hear your theories. Moving on at number 8, we have I Almost Do. I Almost Do was another song released in 2012 on Swift's album Red. Now, before I tell you the hidden message, let's analyze this album a little more. So Red almost seems like it was split into two halves. The first half is mainly about the end of love. The second half is about finding a new love, with a few song exceptions. With that being said, the song I Almost Do is placed almost in the middle of the album. Now, the hidden message is, wrote this instead of calling. This can be interpreted as Swift was missing a past lover and was resisting the urge to try and call them. Instead of doing so, she channeled this into writing a song. Now, what I want to know is who this song is about. Clearly, she really misses them as she hints at it in the song, but she knows it's for the better that the two remain apart. In our 7th spot, we have Dear John. I mean, Taylor really didn't hide who this song was about. Clearly, Dear John is about her ex, John Mayer. This song was featured on her 2010 album Speak Now. Get ready for this hidden message, cause it may just break your heart. So Taylor's message read, "Loved you from the very first day." So cute, but also really sad because they broke up. But Taylor kept it real with this one, as she wanted John to know how in love she was with him. My heart hurts now, that's just too cute. In our 6th spot, we have Back to December. This probably isn't a new one to all the die-hard fans out there. So Swift's song Back to December was released in 2010 on her album Speak Now. Her hidden message? Well, it's very blunt. The message reads T-A-Y, or Tay. Who could she be referring to? Her ex, Taylor Lautner, of course. The two Taylors met on set of the film Valentine's Day in 2009, but only lasted for a couple of months. In the song, she references someone's tan skin and sweet smile. Yep. Sounds like Taylor Lautner. Also, the song's timeline and the couples match up perfectly. So they were together in the summer, and in the song Taylor sings, "And I think about summer all the beautiful times." She continues on singing, "I watched you laughing from the passenger side." Well, remember that famous paparazzi photo of the Taylors together in a car? Taylor was on the passenger side. I mean, I remember that photo clearly because I love Taylor Lautner and I thought I was gonna date him, and then I was sad when I saw that photo and found out that they were dating. I digress. Well, the two broke up in December, and the song has the lyric, "I go back to December all the time." Seems pretty obvious that this song is about Lautner. But side note, if Taylor Swift and Taylor Lautner got married and she took his last name, they both would be Taylor Lautner. It's crazy. We are now at our 5th and halfway mark with The Last Time. Now, this song is rumored to be about the one and only Jake Gyllenhaal. Wow, heartbreaker. This song's secret message in the liner notes reads as LA on your break. So now it's thought that Jake, or maybe someone else if it isn't about Jake, dumped Taylor in Los Angeles while they were on their break. It's thought that this is about Jake because LA means Hollywood, and Gyllenhaal could have been filming a movie at the time that they were dating, and then while on break, broke up with Taylor. Ouch. At least it wasn't over the phone, right, Joe? Coming in at number 4, we have Begin Again. Taylor Swift ends her album Red with a bang with the song Begin Again. In the song, it seems like Taylor is moving on from an old relationship and beginning again with a new one that makes her feel way better about herself. Well, the hidden message in this song is, I wear heels now. Now, this can be interpreted two ways. The first being that she is more confident than ever. Wearing heels can be a metaphor for standing up tall for herself, where on the other hand, it can symbolize how she is starting to do stuff for herself instead of her lovers. In the song, Taylor alludes to the fact that her past lover didn't like it when she would wear heels, so she wouldn't wear them. Now it seems like Taylor is doing whatever she wants. If she wants to wear heels, she will wear heels. She's done changing for others. It's also thought that this song is about finding Connor Kennedy. How cute. And ladies, if you want to wear heels, wear heels. Don't listen to men. Making our way down the list at number 3, we have Red. Red is the second song on her 2012 album, Red. This time, the hidden message in her song is a little more cryptic. So the message is just the letters SAG, or SAG. On one hand, they think it's short for Sagittarius, which is Jake Gyllenhaal's zodiac sign, but it's also Taylor Swift's zodiac sign. Fun fact, Taylor Swift and I both share the same birthday. Pretty cool. Then another theory goes that SAG is the abbreviation for Screen Actors Guild, which Gyllenhaal is a part of. Then the song also mentions autumn. Well, the couple started dating back in October of 2010 in autumn, so it may just be about him, but let me know your theories for this one in the comments below. Moving on to number 2, we have This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things. Released in 2017 on her Redemption album, the song This Is Why We Can't Have Nice Things seems to be about being hurt and betrayed by someone. Well, this song is said to be about Kanye West. Why? Well, look at the lyrics. The lyrics go as follows. It was so nice to be friends again. There I was giving you a second chance. But then you stabbed my back while shaking my hand. And therein lies the issue. Friends don't try to trick you, get you on the phone, and mind twist you. Seems like she could be referencing the infamous phone call between her and West. The call happened in 2016 when Kanye phoned Swift seeking permission to mention her name in a song. But when the song got released, Taylor said she never agreed to be called a B-word, which he does in the song. Then Kim Kardashian posted an edited version of the call saying that Swift indeed did approve it. Well, Kim twisted the truth, as Taylor mentions in her song. And in our number 1 spot, we have All Too Well. All Too Well is another well-known song on Swift's 2012 album Red. Now, when we decode this message, it reads as this: maple lattes. Pretty vague, right? Well, if you actually Google maple lattes, some paparazzi shots appear of Jake Gyllenhaal and Taylor Swift on a walk. Taylor was holding some sort of beverage, probably a maple latte. Now, in the song, it has the line, "Left my scarf there at your sister's house." Well, Taylor apparently spent Thanksgiving in New York with Jake and his family. Maggie Gyllenhaal lives in Brooklyn, so she could have left her scarf at her house. And the song talks about autumn leaves falling down. Well, clearly it's fall in the song, and what else is in fall? Thanksgiving. Case closed. This song is about Mr. Jake Gyllenhaal, again, another song about him.
In at number 10, a refrigerator light. Taylor's latest music video, I Bet You Think About Me, is full of Easter eggs that connect to the song All Too Well, which is widely believed to be about Jake Gyllenhaal. In the music video for I Bet You Think About Me, Taylor and Miles Teller, who is playing her past love interest, are dancing together at his wedding, and he has an out-of-body experience where he's thinking about what the dance would be like if he married Taylor instead of the woman that he's marrying that day. When this flashback sort of moment occurs, we see a bright white light, and then Taylor appears and the two dance together. Some think the cold, harsh light at the wedding could be a reference to the dancing that was done in the All Too Well music video. In All Too Well, Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien dance together at night using the refrigerator light as their backdrop. When you compare that scene to the one of them dancing in I Bet You Think About Me, it seems that in the new video it's referencing the past when they danced in the harsh blue refrigerator light. Of course, linking the two videos together even further. In at number 9, the top hat. In the music video for I Bet You Think About Me, Taylor hides behind a top hat, but it's only shown for a moment, so it doesn't seem like that big of a deal. Until some fans realized it was the same top hat that Taylor wore when she performed her Red song We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together at the 2012 MTV Europe Music Awards. And these songs are rumored to be about the same person, aka Jake Gyllenhaal, so this is yet another thing that links the songs together.
In at number 8, Red Sneakers. In the video for I Bet You Think About Me, Taylor dances with Miles Teller, and it's a moment that he has to think, what if he married Taylor instead of the woman that he just married? The two share an emotional dance, then Taylor goes to walk off. But before she does, she lifts up her huge white wedding dress and reveals that she is wearing red sneakers underneath the dress, not the typical heels that you'd expect. Which clearly means that she is hinting to something bigger. A fan on Twitter suggested this could be a reference to the Red song, Begin Again, when Swift sings, quote, "He didn't like it when I wore high heels." And at number 7, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together reference. We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together was the lead single off the album Red, so of course her other songs might hint towards the message in that song. Fans think this was the case in a part of the All Too Well short film. During a montage of the breakup, we see Sadie Sink crying in her bed with her phone close to her, hinting that she just got off the phone or she's crying about a text. Many think this was a reference to a lyric in We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together, where Swift sings, quote, "So he calls me up and he's like, I still love you." And I'm like, I mean, this is exhausting, you know? Like, we are never ever getting back together. Like, ever. And at number 6, All Too Well book. At the end of the All Too Well short film, we see Taylor as a grown-up Sadie reading from a book she wrote called All Too Well. The book is blue and immediately catches the eyes of the viewer. And obviously we can insinuate the book would have been based on the experiences that Taylor had in the first part of the video. After the release of the video, fans realized that Taylor teased the book on her TikTok months before. In October, Taylor posted a TikTok about fall, and at one point she writes the lyric, quote, "Just between us, did the love affair maim you too?" she wrote in the blue book. Later it turned out the lyric was from the 10-minute version of All Too Well, and the actual book she was writing in was going to be showcased in the video. Halfway number 5, Invisible String. This one is more like an obvious reference than an Easter egg, but unless you're a well-versed Taylor fan, you might not have noticed. In the music video for the song Willow, there's a gold string-like thing that is seen throughout the video. This string is a nod to the Folklore track, Invisible String. In that song, she sings about how this invisible string is tying her to a partner, and it weaves through time to show the past and present of the relationship. In the lyrics, she references to the string as, quote, "One single thread of gold tied me to you." Essentially, the string is used in the video to tie all the moments together so viewers can experience the love story. And at number 4, Look What You Made Me Do. The music video for Look What You Made Me Do is easily Taylor's most dramatic and filled with the most Easter eggs. The album Reputation constantly references Taylor's past and the moments that became scandals. In an interview with Jimmy Fallon, Swift explained that Look What You Made Me Do was the first time she ever made a, quote, "crazy video where the Easter eggs are out of control." The most prominent reference in this music video is to snakes. Snakes are all around the video, which references her infamous feud with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. Then in one part she dresses up as Katy Perry, her arch nemesis who she had a long feud with. Although some even think this person was an alter ego of Taylor, and the Grammy she is holding is a reference to the Grammy that Red deserved. A gravestone also has the name Neil Schorberg on it, which is a reference to the feud between her and Calvin Harris over his hit song that she co-wrote called This Is What You Came For. She also references another huge scandal with Kanye West when she says, quote, "I would really like to be excluded from this narrative." And at number 3, Me. Me with Brendan Urie was the lead single off Taylor's album Lover, and that video was full of Easter eggs for the upcoming album. She even told fans in a Q&A that the video was loaded with them. Easily the biggest Easter egg was the title of the album, Lover. The word was briefly written in the background of one scene, and when the album was released, fans realized the title was there the whole time. Another Easter egg was the title of the next single off the album, You Need to Calm Down. In the very beginning of the video for Me, Taylor and Brendan are fighting, and he tells her, quote, "You need to calm down," which of course was the next single off the album. And at number 2, The Man. The Man was the final music video from the album Lover, but there was a huge twist ending that most fans did not expect. The song showcases a man going about his daily life, being rude, and doing whatever he wants while making other people uncomfortable. We follow him till the very end when we see Taylor as a director telling the man that he needs to do better. Once the credits for the video roll, we realize the man in the video was actually Taylor wearing heavy prosthetics. Some fans knew it was Taylor in the beginning of the video, while others had no idea till the very end. Another not so subtle Easter egg in the video is when Taylor's male alter ego pees on a subway wall that has the names of Taylor's first 6 albums written on it. Finally, number 1, Cardigan. In the music video of Cardigan, Taylor showcases a photo of an old man that is actually her grandfather. For this album, Taylor says she focused more on the Easter eggs in the lyrics of the songs rather than in the videos. Swift said, quote, "One thing I did purposely on this album was to put the Easter eggs in the lyrics more than just in the videos. But of course there were still Easter eggs in the videos too." Taylor revealed that near the beginning of the video, there's a picture of a man that turns out to be her grandfather. In the same frame as the photo, we also see a clock with the hands pointed to 1 and 3. This is a reference to the 13th track on Folklore called Epiphany, which was inspired by her grandfather.